Good evening and welcome to yet another Bunjay show. Well, it's Friday and obviously it's 8 o'clock. A little past 8. Yeah, we're just running a little behind time this evening, but we are about to kick the program off, and it's a pleasure to have you, our faithful viewers who are here week after week after week with us. We, of course, would like to say good evening to our folks joining us on GBN as well, and those who are linked up via GBN on the TCN network in the diaspora. Now we're getting calls, people saying they're connecting and they're enjoying the show and thing, and we want to say we're so grateful for your comments. And people who meet me on the road and say, Bunjay, looking good, sounding good, thank you as well. We start as usual with our Bunjay info. And we speak about Carnival, of course, it's what's in the air. So the St. Patrick's Carnival Development Committee, that's SPCDC, will be launching its Parish Carnival Mass Band on Saturday, 14 June, that's tomorrow, at 6 p.m. at the Soteres Bus Terminal. So you want to go out and see what's happening, support that. Lime, Kingman at Jamo Calypso Tent will be having its official launch on Saturday 14th, tomorrow as well, at the Lassages playing field, St. David's, 9 p.m. I'm told it's by the tennis court or somewhere thereabout, right? So we're inviting folks from the neighboring areas and, of course, all over Grenada. I mean, Lassages is just there. There's no place in Grenada far. Go check it out. Spice Mass Cooperation in conjunction with Waggy Tea. Uncle Waggy will be hosting the annual Carnival City every Thursday at 8 p.m. at the Public Workers Credit Union Car Park, Public Workers Union Car Park in Tantine. Listen, I was there last night, the opening night. It was a bomb. We want to encourage you to make sure you go check it out every week, every Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. Sunday, 15 June, the Real Jab Jab will be launching its official Jab Jab Village, and that is in Mondelez, St. David, 4 p.m. and every Sunday following up to Carnival. Now, we know the Real Jab Jab take their things seriously, and they'll be launching, they're launching the Real Jab Jab Sunday, and that's this Sunday. But every Sunday from 4 p.m. in Mondelez, they'll be doing a little shebang. So just remember, too, as well, today's Friday, and what happens on Friday? Psst. Out to go, but it always, as we say, not till the show is done. And of course, our Facebook page is up and running. You can link us up at GCF. Come on, what's happening to me? You can link us up on GCF Manager at spicer.com. Right? Jeez, almost forgot there. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Bunjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of a spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bunjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bunjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Bunjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of a spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bunjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bunjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
for who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Good evening and welcome back. I just had to laugh, you know. I mean, sometimes things happen in the studio while we're having a break, and we just can't share it, you know. But you know, it cracks us up and tickle our fancies. So when you see me laughing, sometimes it's residual. You know, it happens during the break and it spreads all over, even when we're back on set. But we have our first guest here with us this evening, and she's no stranger to Bunje. She has been here before. As a matter of fact, I remember in her new position, this was her very first appearance, right? As she has gotten the position. What position? She's the general manager of Spice Mass Corporation. I'm so happy to introduce to you again, viewers, Amanda Smith. Amanda, welcome.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. How are you? Good evening or good night.
Amanda, when I look at your face, I don't see any semblance of somebody who's tired. So you mean that you're handling that position good?
I'm tired. Now, what happened is Carnival is mass. It's just pure action, so it's good.
And there's a lot of things happening. You know, sometimes we figure that it's not every day there's someone jumping up on the street. Carnival is still a couple of weeks away. But there's so much little dots to dot and T's to cross, you know. I's to dot, sorry, and T's to cross. Right? So I imagine that, you know, it's you're here probably like the proverbial swan, you know, people look calm on the surface, but beneath the paddling.
No, we're good. We're good. We have a good team and we're doing really well.
Okay, so what has been happening so far?
What's been happening so far, we had the amazing launch on Port Highway. We had that last week, Saturday. In fact, not last Saturday, a couple of weeks ago. Saturday, just gone, Grove launched there. So St. John's had their parish launch, which was really good. And this Thursday, just gone, so last night was Carnival City in collaboration with Waikiki. So Spice Mass Corporation in collaboration with Waikiki, and that's at Public Workers Union every Thursday. And tomorrow we've got St. Patrick's launch. Also, King Ajamu has his Calypso tent, so it's his Lime Kingman tent. Calypso tent opening tomorrow, 9 p.m. La Sagesse, Plainfield. And then on Sunday, there is something that some people may know, Jab Jab Village is opening, so they're launching on Sunday, 4 p.m. Mondelez, St. David.
So as we say, the things start.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, almost every night there's some activity happening this week.
Indeed. And then there are other events as well. I know St. Mark's are launching on the 28th of this month. And then on the 6th of July, St. Andrews. And then every Thursday, you've got Carnival City. Next Wednesday, Tabanka Wednesday starts at Shies Bar.
Tabanka Wednesday?
In Shies Bar.
Oh, my goodness.
I
Tabanka Wednesday.
I
We need to pass around and see who are the people who are affected.
So that is next week Wednesday at Shies Bar, Diamond Street, Victoria.
Okay, and that happens every Wednesday
That's
too?
going to be every Wednesday from next week Wednesday,
Okay.
yeah. So then you've got
what
events
we see
Wednesday,
happening-
Thursday.
What we see happening, there are some activities that are identified for specific days
Yes.
in specific areas, and they happen on a weekly basis leading up to Carnival.
Indeed, and there'll be more. So every day we get different requesting from different promoters wanting to do these events, etc. So we would
So we know
reply back to them.
There's Thursday.
Yeah, Carnival
There's
City.
Wednesday now.
Yes, from
and
next
I guess
week.
as it we'll get other days in the week so that you know every night there is some place you can go.
Indeed, and Sunday Jab Village, and then Wednesday Shies Bar, and then there'll be more events. And also we've actually opened up the semi-finals. I'm going ahead of myself. We've opened up registration for Soca Monarch and Groovy Monarch. So if you want to take part in those competitions, you can register. We've got the forms on spicemassgrenada.com on our website. We also have them in the office as well. So you can come in. Closing is on Friday, 27th of June. You need to come in with your CD with the track on the instrumental, and $25 for each competition.
Okay, and that information you just gave is with respect to what particular competition?
Soca Monarch competition and Groovy Soca Monarch
Okay, and
competition.
that's at the advanced stage. I seem to have heard that there's some competition for the schools, and I even seem to have heard that there is an emphasis on going into the primary schools with respect to the school Soca Monarch now. So you have a greater participation, a wider pool of students who can now be involved.
Of course, and the date last year was in August, and the team has moved it to July so that it can coincide with school holidays, etc. So Tommy Matthew, who is the cultural chief, I call him, he sits on a Spice Mass board, GCF board. He's also a chief cultural officer, so he's the one that's headlining or heading that. That Soca Monarch competition, yeah. And that is in July. It could be 2nd of July. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The information is on our website, spicemasgrenada.com.
Okay, so folks, some of the information you're getting from Ms. Amanda Smith here, who is, as we indicated, the manager of Spice Mass Cooperation. You can go and get it on their website as well. And the website is?
It's spicemasgrenada.com.
spicemasgrenada.com. Good. So there seems to be quite a lot happening.
There's a lot, and
this is going to be our biggest carnival ever.
Yes, it should be our biggest carnival ever. The launch was huge. We had a lot of people. They said it was the biggest launch ever, and so hopefully it will continue. We have a lot of people coming in from overseas.
Yeah, I was just about to get there. You preempted me on this. What does it feel like with respect to, folks coming home, registration? I mean, what are you sensing? And you did indicate that there's going to be a lot of people here on the island.
A lot of people. We've got a lot of phone calls from Trinidad. We've had a lot of people call in, they're booking ferries, planes, they want to know where to stay, etc. So we have a lot. We did a media launch in Trinidad, which was a collaboration with the Grenada Tourism Authority, and they had a travel agent section in the early afternoon, and we had our media launch where I presented as a shortney.
You did?
I did indeed.
Yeah, with the powder and all that?
Powder, everything. I didn't throw powder because the then senator, who's minister now, Minister Hood, she was presenting. So so afterwards, when I put the scarf on and the mask, I didn't throw any powder. I didn't want to.
Hey, poor boy, you hear that? You have competition, Amanda Smith jump up in Trinidad as you, that shortney, Yeah, poor boy is, as you know, he's one of our regulars, but he's a staple on the program. He's always there. He doesn't say a word. Neither does Tantan. but if you notice, I see Tantan change the outfit,
She's looking good.
Oh, yes, Tantan, I understand, has some deal with Comancheros. And they learn her outfit, so she in the back there, don't tell them nothing. Oh, you can speak now? Yeah, so, listen, but what really excites me is when, surprised me. And Tantan is usually very conservative. When I see Tan went easy, But anyway, let's speak about the activity this Sunday, the Jab Fair. That's very interesting. I really admire the fact that we have been able to hold on to this Jab culture. I really hold on to it. And it is. I had an interview here with Stephen Jacob Slum earlier on it was around the Carriacou Carnival time period, right. And there's so much organization that goes into this Jab thing. It's not just black up yourself and come, which is what most people the attitude most people have. Jab is just black yourself and come. But they take their craft serious, and the expansion that goes with it, and the effort and the management that goes with it. I'm very impressed.
No, very much so. Very much so.
So when they do, I've never been though to that activity. So have you been to it?
I have.
Tell me what goes on every Sunday. Do they dress in their outfit every Sunday?
Okay. One thing with this place, I went last year, and it's in Montdelise and St. David's. In fact, Stephen was supposed to be here for this interview, but he's getting ready for the village later on, which is opening on Sunday. With this venue, it's an open venue. The top level is for those who don't want to get jabs, who don't need oil or you don't want to play jab. That's your section. So you have a nice area, there's a bar, and you can watch the section below, which is basically where all the mass happens. So it's really good.
So you're saying to me that there are guys, again from the real Jab fraternity, who would dress in their costume every Sunday leading up to Carnival at that particular venue.
Every Sunday.
Them fellas taking it serious, I mean, that's
every
amazing.
Sunday, I know. I mean, there's talk of, in Victoria, of people doing something called Veco City. I mean, there's people that they have taken the culture and worked with it. But I know with Slum, he's worked with it for many years. There's many persons that you know, they take what they have, like the wild Indian, the maypole, they're trying to, you know, make it into something that goes on, and it, you know, keeps the jab and the wild Indian, everything alive. One thing with doing events, it keeps awareness in what you're doing.
Yes.
And also the young get involved with it, and also with Jab Village and the other areas as well, is when they do these activities, you can actually go and, you know, learn a bit more about Jab, etc.
Yes. Well, we really appreciate you bringing on the program this evening.
Thank
and of course,
you.
this is a season, so we know this is not the last we'll see of you. As we get deeper into the season, I guess there'll be much more you want to say and keep us abreast of what's happening.
Indeed.
But so far, I must say that you start to feel the vibes now. I know with the tent opening, that will even spur some additional interest. I like the fact too that there's certain activities happening in different parts of the island.
Yes.
On different days, so that there's not really any clashing, but folks can actually go to everyone, and that's good.
Indeed.
Let's hope again, I will say it's going to be the best carnival ever.
Yes,
and
indeed.
we'll create the impetus for us to even plan earlier and take this thing to the level that we know it can graduate to.
Definitely.
Amanda,
Thank you.
all the best. It's going to be
Thank
a
you.
tiresome 6-7 weeks, but of course you seem well built and ready for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I am
Yeah.
accustomed. I can't say I'm not a carnival person. I'm accustomed, so yeah. Thank
Great.
you.
Speaking with Amanda Smith, and she is the manager of Spice Mass Corporation, just giving us a little bit of what's happening so far and what's there as the carnival season builds up. But stay with us. We'll be right back.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds. Minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Aha! Welcome back to Bonjay. And just before the break, we were speaking there with Amanda Smith. If you missed it, you would have missed a bit of information there with respect to what's happening for the carnival thus far. But of course, additional information can be had from the website. And the website, Spice Mass Grenada, was it? My goodness, I forgot. But check the Spice Mass Corporation's website, and you can see postings of what's happening for the carnival season. Great. Well, we move from one very interesting lady to another. Yeah, this is the Nights of Ladies. But just before we do that, we're going to take our Bonjay moment. Bonjay. What I see there, you know, one guy got a little too much into the music. You know, sometimes when you're hanging out and when things get hot, you know, and people get hot, things happen. So we want to take a look now and enjoy what happened when a good friend of ours got a little too much into the music. Take a look.
Bonjay.
Welcome back to Bunges. Yeah, sometimes in the exuberance, you know, you can't stand up when you hear the music take you. You can't stand up. Bunge, I mean, you see, he crashed this up. It happens. But Jens keep a bit there. He stood up and he's back with the swing of things again. Life, man, fun, happiness. Yeah, and sometimes a little crash landing. So we did indicate that we have our second guest in studio, actually on set already. And she's a name who most people in the soca business now would have known. But before I tell you what she does, let's take a peek at the lady herself. Yes, let's put the cameras on her and get us to the nation. No, you can't hide. Hey, Bunge. She's trying to hide, you know. Nicoyan Bean, welcome to Bunge.
Nice to be here.
Yes, I mean, it took a long time to come. I
know,
tried to
right?
figure out, see where we had to get the police to get you here.
I had to make sure I was ready.
Wow. No, I mean, take a long time, like tonight. It took a long time for months we're here. I mean, this is going 7 months now. We can't see. What kind of thing is this?
Unfortunately, you know, them Trinidadians wanted to hold me for a while, but I said no, I had to come here.
Hey,
And I can tell you this, Bunge is my favorite expression, and you know that?
Yeah?
I love to say
Bunge.
Bunge.
She like to say Bunge. All right, so you're comfortable. This
Yes,
is
I am
Bunge.
comfortable.
What has been happening with Nicoyan? I mean, I just learned that you were in Trinidad, and I wondered why you were not here, why I wasn't seeing you. So now I know you were in Trinidad.
Yes.
What has been happening? What got you to Trinidad, and what took place in Trinidad?
Well, I'm currently in my second year pursuing a communication studies degree at the UE, St. Augustine. So that's why I was a little out.
So you've
of
been
my
learning to
first country.
communicate
Yes.
by degrees.
Yes. Different degrees.
Yeah, I catch that. You're trying to communicate by degrees
Yes.
in Trinidad. So that's what you've been doing. How is
Yes.
it going?
It's going good so far. I mean, school is like school, you know. A lot of late nights and a lot
Yeah.
of sleepless nights, but
Listen, I remember I had a friend going to university, and she told me that, listen, she now understands what it is to believe that you could just go on adrenaline.
Yes.
Because one time she went 3 days, including nights, non-stop without sleep.
Trust me.
I say, but this is not school. This is a concentration camp. I mean, that's what it takes.
Exactly. So it really does feel like that. Sometimes I would sit and I'll be like, really, Nicoyan, really? But yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of hard work, but
Yeah.
once you're making it,
It makes the reward even greater.
yeah,
Yeah, the feel
it does. So everybody go to school. It might be hard, but go to school.
Yeah. Good advice from Nicoyan there. So now we know why you're in Trinidad and the school and things. So I know you're back here. It is carnival, and I mean,
Right.
something we have to hear something from you. We have to know, even if school was going on, you must have a thing humming in your head. So we want to know if it's actually going to be on disc for the season.
Yes, definitely this year. When I came back a Sunday last month, and on Monday I was in the studio, and I was talking to my aunt, and she was like, Nico, you in the studio already? Nico is my home name. And I was like, yes, because I was waiting about 4 months to do music, so I went in, and I actually have a song out on the Flavors Rhythm. It came out last Friday. It's called Work It.
Okay, construction business.
Yes, construction, yes.
So what do you think about the season so far? What are you feeling? What are the vibes you're getting?
I think it's good. As usual, you know, sometimes in Grenada, it take a while for us to pick up. But I think it's going to be a really good season. I mean, I've been listening to some of the music, and it's real good. I think it's going to be a good carnival this year. I myself plan to partake in most of the activities, so I think it's going to be good.
Tell us about I mean, we know you're good in the soca. You have done it. You have taken part in the groovy as well.
Yeah, I have.
Are you going to be doing any songs for the groovy this year as well?
Yeah, I plan to.
Good.
I plan to.
So you plan to actually go into both competitions?
Yes.
Once,
And I was even thinking Calypso, but I'm a little late, so I still...
That's where I'm heading. No, I want to find out. Let me tell you something. I like carnival. I like everything else, but I can't help it. Calypso is my thing. I guess everybody just can't do everything. I just really love my Calypso. So anytime one is involved, and even if they're into soca, the question I always want to ask is, when you go actually try Calypso?
I actually did try Calypso before in 2010. That was the first year I was in the Soca Monarch. I took part in Calypso, and I was a standby for the semi-finals. And I took part in 2011 again, and I didn't make it to the semi-finals. But it's always something that I love as a young person, because you know a lot of my friends will be like, Calypso, who like that? You understand what I mean? But I love Calypso. I like it.
What are your thoughts on? Now that I know that you love Calypso, what are your thoughts on?
It better not be a hard question, eh?
No.
Okay.
It's I only make up my face hard and ask.
Okay.
It's not a hard question. What do you think? Why do you think some of the young people prefer the soca music to calypso?
I think it's promotion one, because I mean, it's a way you communicate. Because communication is more than just talking. So it's the way you sell the product.
Here the communication. Remember, she's studying communication, you know. So here the expert now.
So for one is the way you sell the product, and then looking at culture and the way you sell and drive the culture as well. Because us as young people, we like to dance, we like the party, we like the hype. You understand? The hype has more excitement than going and listen to a calypso. And
when I was growing up in Korea, which is not long ago, you know what I mean? The Dimash show was a show where people went to, and I ain't saying, you notice I didn't say young or older people. People went, you saw a mix of everybody there. Right? So I'm kind of wondering, why is it now that you figure that this Soca Monarch is young people thing?
It's true, but when I never said Soca Monarch is young people thing.
Yeah, okay.
But
when I say you, I wasn't necessarily
okay.
Because that seemed to be the sentiment these days.
It's true, I understand what you mean. But I guess when you were a young person, which was not long ago.
Last week Friday.
Which was not long ago. I guess you see times change and things change. Because even in the international market, I don't mean to stray from carnival, but even in the international market, you realize that R&B is different, hip hop is different. And I always say the other day, I used to like hip hop, you understand? I would listen to everybody, like the Tupac and everything like that. I like that. And the other day I went into a vehicle with a friend of mine, and he had the song on that was saying in my Levi jeans about 20 times. And I was like, this really not making sense. And that's what's popular, and that's popping. You understand? And it just so happened that I guess as times change and cultures change and we have a mix in a culture, things change.
Good. But speaking about culture change, I mean, we really don't want it to change too much, because even if things change, and change is inevitable. Yeah. It's the only thing that's constant, we are told.
It's true.
But we'd like to know that no matter how things change, there's still ourselves being reflected. So maybe just a different way of showing who we are, saying who we are.
I agree.
Right? But let's get back to the carnival. Now, we heard that there are different activities happening around the place. There's a jab jab. And again, I earlier on, before you came on the program, had the manager of Spice Mass Corporation here, and she was able to say to us, but she told us that there is the opening of every weekend, actually. The real jab jab have an activity. Right now, this is change. This represents, to me, improvement. So we don't mind when you change, but let's improve. Improvement in terms of pushing the culture and showing that, listen, this can be something that is managed properly and sold as a product.
I agree.
As against, just black yourself and come.
Yeah.
I remember in February or thereabout, when there was carnival in Carriacou, we had Slum here. There's the man behind the real jab jab. And they took a batch of their own team to participate in Carriacou Carnival. Again, that kind of discipline, they organized themselves, had transportation, boat, and everything like that, and went up as a team and played mass as a team. Now, that's organization.
Yes.
And that's development.
Yes.
It's changing from what we know, but it's changing, and improving, and we kind of like that. But what aspects of the carnival do you like to see change, and change for the better? What are the aspects?
Well, I think all aspects of carnival I would like to see it improve, because if we don't move forward, if we don't change, but in a positive light and move forward, then we're not doing things right. So I would like to see improvement in all aspects of carnival, even jab jab, because jab jab is something that is always, you understand, everybody else, all the other countries, they have Juve, yes, but it's not like ours. We don't have, they don't have the old oil jab jab like us.
The real jab
jab, exactly. The real jab jab like us. So I mean, Slum are coming this year. They don't have the real.
But I just want to ask, you actually ever play jab?
No, I plan to play this year. I played paint before, but I never played jab jab, and I plan to play jab jab this year.
Listen, I take my classes and I say one year playing a jab, and I excited, and I get my costume, which was, a little short pants I had and a little top. No, I didn't have no top. Short pants alone, because you're playing bare chest. And we started by McDonald College. 6 o'clock in the morning, I went up there and a midi band and a hype. And we black up and thing, and we gone down the road. You know McDonald College is?
Yeah, man.
We gone down, make one trip down Sotters and go down Main Street by Kenny Larson and turn in that junction that could take you into Coconut Road. And the band said they're going back up. By that time, I'm blowing like a horse. And we reached back up the road by the gas station. When we reached by the gas station, I couldn't make the hill going up by the post office. I couldn't make the hill. And that was it.
That was it?
One down and halfway up, and that was it. The band make up and down without me, you know.
But you see, now, a lot of people say, like, for example, the Monday Night Mass route, it's kind of long, and a lot of people say they don't feel it because they enjoy themselves. So I think once you're into it and you're enjoying
I
yourself.
was enjoying myself, but just, I guess, with the pace and so.
But that time you were a young person,
Hey?
which was not long ago.
Yeah, but the pace, boy. You see, and that's, people serious about the thing, eh? Those real serious carnival lovers and revelers will go and start to exercise and go to the gym, and that makes sense. Because you want to tone up, you want to get your body in tune for the rigors. Yeah. I mean, you remember the gym yet?
Starting tomorrow.
Well, even when you're performing, you need to have that
Yes,
energy
it's
and to
true,
maintain
it's
that
true.
energy. You don't
It's
want
true.
halfway through your song.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nikki, you can come here. I mean, we have about a minute again with you in your segment here. We can
Already?
come-
Bon J, all that time gone already?
Time flies when you're having fun, you know.
And
we
I
talk
enjoy
about
myself.
communication and all kind of
All
things
kind
one
of things
time.
we
This
talk
was-
about.
But you had to communicate with us now with respect to one of them songs that you're coming with this year.
I'm going to give a little taste or two. I don't know if you guys have one called Work It. Yeah, that's my groovy.
Right.
And then there's another one on the Made in Grenada rhythm. It's a real different. It's a different kind of.
Yeah, so there's a
You want to jam up on it. You want to rough up on it. You want to. So boy, just come and bend it over and work. Rough it the way you want. I'm a locked in with. And I see way how you like it, baby. So come on and work. Take it all in the front. Rough it the way you want. And I see way how you like it. Want to come on over and walk up on the structure. The hottest in the session tonight. I see you staring in the corner. Your item getting longer. You want to come and taste me, alright. You want to jump.
That's enough. Don't let them get
Yeah,
to
that was
night.
enough, that was
Yeah, don't let them get to night. They had to come in the opening, they had to come in the lounge, they had to come in everything
true.
else. Yeah, sit down home and figure again. No, not yet. But that's something good, girl.
Thank you.
All right. These days, some of the songs we're getting from the ladies, you know, threatening them, they don't think we easy, you know, don't watch us just so, you know what I mean? And again, a lot of that kind of thing. So, and I see Nicoyan sending she choice and thing this year.
Thank you, man. That's one of the things too. You see, as female artists, we have to fight extra hard, right?
Yeah.
But we're trying to make it.
You're doing well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on the program
problem.
again. Speaking with Nicoyan Bain right here. She's sending threats, boy. You want to rock it in the center and mash up my structure. We'll be right back.
Bon J. It's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bon J. Hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bon J. A product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back. Yeah, you're live on Bon J, boy. You're live on Bon J. And we're about to open the lines now. We want to connect with the people on the outside, our friends, them, right? I mean, the question this evening is, who is your favorite Calypsonian of all time? And we speak in Grenadian, eh? Don't come and tell us, you know, the so-and-so in some other country. Who is your favorite Grenadian Calypsonian of all time? The number is 435-2636. Call us, link us up, and let us know. It could be anybody because your favorite is your favorite. We just want to know Who is your favorite, right? Because, of course, you get a chance to make noise for your favorite because the season is starting. You know what I mean? A lot of Calypsonians will bring their craft to market, little shows and things. So and you get a chance to go behind your horse, yeah? So 435-2636. Who is your favorite Calypsonian of all time? Call us and let us know. And remember, this is the carnival season. I mean, this program today is primarily about what's happening for the carnival. And we had the manager of Spice Mass Corporation right here. She told us a couple of things that are happening. We had Nicoyan being followed through, and she, of course, gave us an indication of what she's doing personally and for the season. And we have another guest, boy. If I tell all you who it is, all you ain't going nowhere, no. And I really want to tell all you, but I still want to tell all you because I want the excitement. I want me to let him go. Hey. Wait, now he was in prison. Let him go. So before we introduce our next guest, we still want you to tell us, 435-2636, who is your favorite Calypsonian of all time? Give us a call, man. Talk to us. It could be anybody your favorite is your favorite is your favorite, right? So, 435-2636. And I tell you, when you have music in you, you have music in you. No, I ain't talking about me. I do like a thing a while ago. And the guest couldn't help but put the finger on the drum. He was here, and he's still here. No, that's not up for no. Who is your most favorite Calypsonian? All right, 435-2636. And if you ain't calling us, we're going straight to the guest, because, I mean, I'm excited about who we have here. You have a caller here there, Keon? All right, so here's what. You can call us. In the interim, what we'll do is still introduce our guests, and maybe during the conversation, you'll get a chance to actually give us a holler. And even maybe, who knows, you can get a chance to speak to our guests as well. So, the gentleman needs no introduction. He's a man Grenada has know and love. I mean, a man who has grown up in the art form. What boy? The person calling. 435-2636. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bonje.
Yeah, Bonje.
Yeah. How you doing, Mike?
Got to bed.
Hey. But you think I wouldn't wait to call? You good?
But you call me in to pick, man.
So who is your most favorite Calypsonian? Who is the man you wrote for, the lady you wrote for, whoever it is?
King Jamo.
King Jamo?
That's the guy.
All right. I mean, what you like about Jamo, boy? Because me and too sure I like Jamo, but tell me what you like about Jamo.
Boy, the man has everything.
Yeah, everything?
Yeah, man.
What is that supposed to mean?
Dance, music, yeah.
So you like how you sing, you like how you perform?
He has a lot of melody. You know, music.
You have a lot of papi tet too?
Pardon?
You have a lot of papi tet too?
Whatever I want to put.
All right, so Jamo is your king. Nice, man. Thank you so much for calling. All right, and continue. What are you doing for the season? What are your plans for the season? I seem to have gone already.
Just look on, you know.
Okay, you're looking on. Well, you'll play a good spectator, master, yeah?
Okay, good boy.
All right, take care. Thanks for calling. So that one, our first caller here saying that his favorite Calypsonian is Jamo, all right? I wonder if we get a second person. If they say the same thing. Let's see if we get a second caller. The number is 435-2636. Call us, tell us, who is your favorite Calypsonian of all time? Yeah, boy, somebody calling again. Good. Hello, welcome to Bonje. Good evening. Remember when you call and listen to us on your telephone, try and turn the television down. Yeah, hello, welcome to Bonje. The question is, who's your favorite Calypsonian of all time? All right, so we might probably get a call again, if not, we'll cut it. But 100% of the person who we get to speak with say Jamo. I mean, no, I mean, the 100% is just one, but at least that person reigns supreme. They say Jamo. And guess what? Our next guest in studio is none other than, show the camera, show that person on the camera. Woo! that person get their wish one, and the person get
Bonje.
their favorite Bonje.
Bonje say, yeah.
That person get their favorite calypso singer of all time. Jamwo, welcome to the studios of Bonje, man.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Boy, oh, you look, Jamwo, this season, I understand they working you hard whole day, whole night, and Jamwo look fresh, so.
I look.
Yeah.
I just wake up.
What's it been going, man?
Man, it's been going good.
Yeah?
It's been going great. I mean, it turned out right in the park, but, you know, I have to give thanks to some very special people who got my back on this one.
Yeah.
You know, so things rolling on. Mr. Latouche, you know, I was just having a conversation with him on my way down. You know, I said to him, you know, sometimes I ask myself a question if I deserve certain things, you know, but I am not to question the favors that have been granted to me.
Right.
You know, I think it's from somewhere else.
Jamwo, listen, you know, the good book says it's better to give than to receive. And the more you give, the more you get. And I mean, you have given Grenada a lot in the last 30 years. Right?
Well,
it may look as though this is what you like and this is what you do and it's your satisfaction. But I mean, the amount of persons who hang on, who believe in. I mean, you heard we get one call this week. Here we go. Right? There was persons who feel good, who feel inspired by what you give in your music. I mean, that in itself is reason for blessings, eh?
Well, I wish I could give the amount that I receive because I always think that I receive more. I receive more.
And you have more to give.
I have more to give, yes. I'm trying.
And speaking about giving, we know for a couple of years you've been giving in terms of assisting with doing your own music and so. Assisting other persons here, there, and wherever. But you have brought your studio back to Grenada.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it must take some kind of commitment, some kind of inspiration, some motivation. Tell us what actually brought you back to Grenada.
Well, the first thing is the studio wasn't supposed to leave in the first place. It wasn't meant to be that way.
Okay.
But because of family commitments, you know, I wanted to put myself in a better position in terms of my craft, my art, my profession.
Yeah.
So it means that I had to expose myself to other things across the seas. So we did that, but it wasn't a hard decision in terms of returning because it was always my dream to return to Grenada and to reestablish the studio, you know, in a better way then.
Okay.
And it was basically just that green light moment then, you know, that discussion in order to hit the green light with the family, you know, because whatever I do, I always involve my family, the kids and my wife. So I seek their blessing with everything. And I don't think nobody really protested that. Everybody thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're back here and you're working with a few people in terms of recording the music and everything like that.
Yes.
And we are told, but it's no secret now, that you're heading a tent as well this year.
Yes.
That must be a lot of work, Jam.
Oh,
doing
it is.
music
It
on
is.
one hand and having to arrange for a tent and because tent by itself is a whole walk by itself.
It is. And you know, at one time I started asking myself questions. Well, it popped into my head. It's like, if I didn't make a mistake by trying to do all of this at the same time, why didn't I just try to reestablish the studio and probably next year after, you know, get into the tent? But I think there is some sort of urgency for the tent, you know, because I've been looking on and we're really losing this thing. So it's like emergency then, you know, the patient ER. Yeah. So I mean, I must say that it's been tough, but I got some good people. My partner, Mr. Carl Rouse, Captain as I call him. I mean, this guy, he's one of a kind. And people like Mr. Latouche, you know, who always been there, the Francis family, Ann Peters and Francis Uras, they've been there, you know, Troy Garvey, you know, and we are also very fortunate to get the support from Limes.
Right.
Yeah. So Lime is our official sponsor, and WeFM, Andre Donald, Netherlands Insurance, Las Suggest, Nature Center, M&M,
and
Hardware.
make sure that you got nobody, you know.
I try not to. Yeah, so all of these people, you know, they kind of put us in a position where we can at least get the ball rolling. And I want to say that I really appreciate that. Without them, I mean, it was impossible.
More difficult.
Yes, sir.
The tent is opening tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us what we could expect from Kingman, Lime, Ajamu, Calypso tent.
Well, I could proudly say that the people should expect something different to what they've been seeing here in Grenada, in the tent, you know, and for the past 14, 15 years. Because I think we really lost what the tent is all about. So the intention that we have now is to kind of revive that, you know, that tent life, where we take the tent from one area to the next, go to the village, you know, take the kaiso to the people. But tomorrow we will have a very tight program, you know, well constructed, and the tent would be run in a professional way, because that's where we're heading. We're trying to do everything in a professional way. Now, if you should take a pass up at Las Suggest at the playing field, and just to the right of the pavilion, you know, there's a hard court there, but we are utilizing that court there. We build a big stage. It's 24 by something. It's a big stage.
There's a house.
It looks like the Marsh Graph.
Yeah.
Yes, and thanks to Mr. Latush, you know, he and his guys, you know, that get it on time, because up to yesterday, when I went down there and I see my brother Smalley, and I hardly could recognize him in terms of he looked so tired and beat up. And I started asking myself, are we going to be able to accomplish this thing for the launching tomorrow? But Mr. Latush came through, and you know, with this man, there is nothing impossible.
I mean, he could heal anything. I mean,
yes.
Yeah,
so I hadn't went back there for the evening, but I passed on the side this morning, and the guys, they were going, and I got a report this afternoon that the cover went up, and then the electrician are there right now, you know, installing the wiring and stuff like that. And I guess after this is time to make up the stage. So we'll be all right for tomorrow, thank God.
That's good news. And Jamu, I believe that you're heading in the right direction. All right. I believe there's a thirst, there's a desire, there's an appetite out there for Calypso, good Calypso tent life. Let me tell you something. Last night I was across by the opening, well, not the opening, yes, of the Carnival City.
Yes.
And I was amazed. Wednesday night, was it Thursday? Sorry. And I was amazed at the amount of people that came there.
Yeah, well.
Right, and the reaction. And let me tell you something. What I saw wasn't just young people. I saw people in their 60s. Liming.
Yeah.
You know, and you could see the mood. They want this.
But listen, Robert. I mean, people been saying all these things. That it's like people don't, you know, we don't care about our culture anymore, and people don't like Calypso no more, and soca is the thing of the day and all that stuff. But what I know, you know, and not just now, from ever since, this nation of Grenada is a people who really incline in terms of the culture, and Calypso is, even if sometimes we try to ignore it, but Calypso is in the heart of the people here in Grenada. You say Calypso, people love Calypso. And I think there's a misconception over the years because of how the thing has been deteriorated. You know, the public has lost interest because they're really not getting anything of substance. But I think that if we try to get ourselves together and shine the light on the positive side of this thing, that we could have this thing rolling again nicely.
I believe that.
Yes.
I agree with you. Speaking there with Kingman Ajamu, and we're speaking about his involvement in the Calypso, and of course the tent that is opening tomorrow night. Jamu, I hear a bit. Well, one of the representative of the tent last night, and trust me, that is why I didn't make it up by you. Like I remember I called.
Yeah.
But I was stuck down there because they say Serpent is on. And let me tell you something. If that's a representative of what what did the rest of the tent give the tent heading right there where it's supposed to go.
Yes, and I could guarantee that, because I've been saying that from I was able to hear a lot of the calypsos from the 10 because I did probably at this time probably about 90% of the music was done at top level recording.
Good.
And
good.
The stuff that I'm hearing, I mean, this year gonna be a great year for calypso. It will be.
Think this year will work out. I mean, they went like how it used to be when calypso was calypso.
When calypso was calypso.
Yeah. I look up for whisper something in my ears, and I kind of looking for when calypso was calypso.
Yeah, I don't know if that man gonna be able to sing that song because I think the memory coming back.
Yeah. What's the price for tomorrow?
$20.
$20.
Yes,
that $20 thing. Last night was 22, and last night wasn't 22. Last night was 20.
Yes.
2.
Yes. And we have special seating too up close to the stage, where you could pay $30 and you'll get a seat up front close to the stage. Good. And we also have VIP.
Yes.
Yeah, we have we're doing VIP as well.
You hear that?
So,
you hear that? That is when Calypso was Calypso.
Yes, when Calypso was Calypso. Yeah. So you see, this is our first too for Grenada because in terms of the Calypso tents, over the years you hadn't been seeing that kind of energy, that kind of attention to that, the Calypso tent. Like people do the Calypso tent, but in terms of promoting and marketing it in that way, I think this is our first for Grenada. There is a VIP lounge in the Kais Hotel.
Wonderful. Hold up on the Jamo and you stay on set with us. We have to take now, we're going now to our iconic feature video. Of course, it's a feature of every program. And guess what? You have a man there, I want to see that man, boy. Okay. That man was bad. He had a selection entitled Open Up the Door. I must see if you remember that, Bella.
Where them Trini and them? All them we go get on bad tonight. That is a kind of spirit. I love it. Danny, I want to come in. I want to pass. Grenada myself. Ding, 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 ding. Danny. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Johnny. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, yeah. Long time Johnny calling me on the telephone. She said, Jamo baby, check me at my home. I have something nice and rosy waiting there for you. So you better collect it before somebody do. But all I want what she got for me. She said, Jamo, come down, then you go see. So I jump in a taxi and I went to check she. But why when I do so? She opened the front door. Then she saying to me, wait, let me get ready. But I wasn't patient, so I said, if you gon' give me something, girl, stop wasting precious time. Them kind of mama kissing, girl, really blowing my mind. Open up the door, let me come in. Junie, open up the door, I want to come in. Long time now you molesting me, and I feel in a house. I don't know what's that you got for me, but I'm gonna take it now. Open up the door, let me come in. Junie, open up the door, I want to come in. Okay. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. I wanna pass. Junie. Sister Junie, tell me why you really acting so. If you have something for me, give me, let me go. Because I really know what is your intention. You're giving me parable and I can't understand. I don't want to stand here in front of your door. Because I'm a busy fella, I want to go. So stop all your selfish pride and let me come inside. Take me with a jacket and hang it in your closet. Then make me some hot tea to warm up my body. And and then you gon' give me what is mine. If you gon' give me something, girl, stop wasting precious time. Them kind of mamagism, girl, really blow in my mind. Open up the door, let me come in. Oh, Junie, open up the door, I want to come in. Long time now, you won't.
Yeah, welcome back to Bonje Boy. Hey, fella, somebody have a key begging for the door to open. Jam, remember that fella, right?
Yeah, boy, those were the days.
Where do you think that performance might have been held?
That had to be in New York because I remember hearing I say Denny. Denny was the leader of the Rebels band from New York.
So that was the Rebels band playing it?
Yeah, that had to be the Rebels, yes.
Yeah. But Jam, the only difference to me what I've seen you and then and now, is he here? Though? Yeah.
That was a young fella there.
Well, I still have a young fella here.
That was a young fella, this old man now. Yeah.
Man, those are the days. But I believe with the trust that you are now, that we could see right here in Grenada that kind of backup. That I mean, our bands I think have trying to hold their own.
Yes.
But everything as a collective in terms of the entire offering.
Yeah.
You know, you still had times when there was a mismatch.
Right.
Right. And I believe that the way the direction that the tent is heading, I have great hopes.
Yes.
I have great hopes, and
Yes.
I feel good knowing that you have actually decided to come back and put an investment into Calypso in a way that some people may kind of figure, what do I do it? They'll prove them wrong.
Yeah, and you know something is interesting, you use the word investment, because what I would like to do is encourage the business people to invest in what we have, our culture, our Calypsos, the tent, you know, because people are of the opinion that tent, you know, it doesn't require that kind of stuff, you know, people don't come out and sponsor tent like they sponsor in Carnival. But that's not how it is in Trinidad. You know, the tents in Trinidad, they got good sponsorship, you know, and that's what keep them rolling. And I want to also invite my fellow Calypsonians. You know, probably what you can do is use the Lime Kingman Calypso tent as a model. You know, I want to make a suggestion. Grenada is a very small place. So I don't think that Grenada needs more than about 3 major tents, you know, because we're very small, and I seen it as we would need, for a tent to be able to function properly, it would need sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more tents that you have, little tents all over the place, it's harder for you to really get anything significant, you know. So I would like to encourage, you know, the Calypsonians to probably take a kind of model after what we're doing here, and what we're trying to do, and see if we can, you know, lead the charge, you know, down that direction.
Jamo, time is against us. We had to wrap up.
Yes, sir. Well,
but we really enjoyed having you on the program this evening.
Yeah.
Of course, as we go deeper into the season, there may be an opportunity or two for you to come back.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe even come an evening when you could highlight some of the cast members from the tent.
Definitely.
You know, we'd love to see that as well.
Yes.
And we look forward to being up there tomorrow. I go be there.
Yeah, I want to invite the people, and I want to clear up a little thing here, because people hearing about the hard coat in La Sagesse, and I think people are a little bit, you know, in the middle and nowhere with that, because it's a new place. We could safely say the La Sagesse playing field.
Yeah, well,
all
I
right.
think I would have said that
So
already.
if you get to La Sagesse playing field, you're at the venue.
Okay.
So it's just at the back of the lounge.
Okay.
You know, and the pavilion. And that's where we set up. It's a new place, so when you come, you're going to see it.
Wonderful. So it's where we come to the end of another exciting program of Bonje and on GIS TV. We had GBN with us as well this evening. And we also had our viewers in the diaspora got an opportunity to connect with us because through the TCN platform. Whoa. See you next week. I mean, whatever you do this weekend, go out to the carnival shows, go out to the launching of the Lime Kingman Django Calypso tent. Other things happening around the St. Patrick's launch of carnival, and quite a lot happening this weekend. Organize yourself well and take in as much as you can. Whatever you do, be safe, be good. We want you to be here to enjoy the entire season and beyond. Be careful. Have fun now. Love, peace. Take care.